Hey, what's going on out there, guys? It's your boy LB. You know what I'm saying? Coming back at you guys with another, well, not album review, but I'm just showing you guys a few albums that I've bought in the past few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Thought I'd go ahead and make this video. So let me go ahead and get started. So first album I'm going to start with is Oasis. Definitely Maybe. Originally released in 1994. This is the 2014 re-release on Big Brother Records, which is, I think, a label owned by Noel Gallagher, which is one of the members. This is this guy right here. But anyway, yeah, this is the debut album from the Oasis. In my opinion, I think it's their best record. Reason why I like this record is because it's their rawest. It's more heavier as far as like the guitar work. Because I felt like their second album, Morning Glory, even though that's a good album, I felt like it was a bit soft. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I liked the rawness and heaviness of this record. Um, Definitely a good album. It was a great commercial success back in 1994. Some singles from this album is Shaker Maker, Live Forever, Supersonic, Cigarettes and Alcohol, and yeah, I think that's it. Slide Away it was intended to be a single, but Noel Gallagher, he felt like, you can't have five like singles on a debut album, but it's definitely a fan favorite. Great song. It's a great song. It's one of my favorites on the album, man. But yeah, if you come across this album, definitely don't hesitate to purchase it. You won't be disappointed. Great album in British rock music. Okay, right here I have Rancid. Honor Is All We Know, released October 2014. I think October 27th. But yeah, this is their first album in 5 years. So this is the comeback album for them. And surprisingly, I found this record at Best Buy. But anyway, pretty solid album. They definitely returned to more of their punk roots. There's only like two ska punk songs on here, which is Everybody's Suffering and Evil's My Friend, which is my favorite, and what inspired me to buy this album, what motivated me to buy it. But pretty solid album. That's probably my only gripe about it, is that they don't have a lot of ska punk songs on here, because they're really good at ska punk. If you've ever heard like And Out Come the Wolves, Life Won't Wait, they're really good. They're really adept at different genres, man. But all around pretty solid record. Okay, right here I have Sum 41, All Killer No Filler, released in 2001. Sum 41, they're a Canadian rock band. I think they're from Ontario. I think they got started like in the late 90s, like around 1998. They released a few EPs, a demo album, and this right here is their major label debut. Right here on Island Records. Great album. If you're into like pop punk, I don't have no issue with pop punk, even though a lot of people talk junk about it. I mean, it's great. I still think it's great music. But yeah, these guys, man, they were really huge when I was growing up. I don't know I don't know much about their recent stuff, but I do know that Derek Weebly, this one right here, he's the only original member left. All these other guys have left and went on. But this is a great album, and it's a classic amongst the pop punk genre. It's a classic in that genre, man. And it's a good album, man. So if you come across it, don't hesitate to pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Okay, right here I have Blink 182, Dude Ranch, released in 1997. This is their second full-length album. And this was their breakthrough record right here. The single called Damn It. That's really what blew these guys up. Because before then, they were more just like an underground punk rock band. But this record right here is what really brought them attention. And it helped later catapult them into more success. But yeah, this was the breakthrough right here. This was really started getting them attention. Pretty dope, pretty solid album, man. This is when they were still like signed to Cargo Records, so they were still pretty much an independent band. I mean, this record it was only distributed through MCA Records. So it still has that more harder edge, more I guess you say more rawer approach to pop punk and punk rock, but still a solid record, man. So definitely go check it out. And right here I have another Blink 182, Enema of the State, released in 1999. Now this is the record that really catapulted them into like success that they have now. You know what I'm saying? Like this record was huge, man. Like I remember when this record dropped, man. And Blink 182, man, they was everywhere. I mean, all the same things. That video, I seen it all the time. Like they was everywhere with this record, man. Like this is a great album, man. Like I said, like Sum 41s, this record is also a classic in the pop punk genre. You know what I'm saying? So if you come across it, man, definitely purchase it, man. You won't be disappointed in this record either. But yeah, Blink 182, Enema of the State. And right here, I have Underdog, The Vanishing Point, released in 1989 originally. This is a 1998 reissue of this record. Includes a bunch of bonus tracks, live takes, and demos. But yeah, Underdog, they were a hardcore punk band from New York. They were part of the whole New York hardcore or NYHC scene back in the late 80s. Unfortunately, this was their only full-length album they released. And after that, they disbanded. I guess for personal reasons. But great record. How I came across them was on Grand Theft Auto 4. There's a radio station called LCHC, hosted by Jimmy Gestapo from Murphy's Law. And Underdog's song Back to Back, which appears on this record, was on that radio station. And that record just stood out to me. So I purchased it. And this record is actually hard to come by. I got this for like $60, which is pretty reasonable considering that most of the ones that were available were like up in the hundreds, and I wasn't about to pay like almost $120 for this. So, and I got this for like $60 in light new condition, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? I think it was worth the money because it's a great record. So, if you ever come across it, purchase it, man. Dope. Okay, and right here I have Blur. This is their self-titled fifth album, released in 1997. Like Oasis, Blur, they were also like a leading act in like the pop, Brit pop movement in the British rock scene of the mid 90s. Matter of fact, them and Oasis had a rivalry in the mid 90s. And at one point it looked like Blur was like leading. But after the story, when Morning Glory and Blur's album The Great Escape came out, Oasis ended up winning the rivalry, and Blur ended up having this media backlash or whatever, and it kind of strained the band members' relationship. So with this record, they decided to distance themselves from the whole Britpop scene, and the guitarist Graham Coxon, he was getting more into like American indie rock bands and lo-fi bands, like Pavement and so forth. Damon Albarn, at first he kind of resented that, but eventually he came to like it and support it. And this record has also been said to what influence. It's been speculated that this record, or particularly a song called "Death of a Party" on here, it's been speculated that this is what influenced Damon Albarn to start Gorillaz the following year. But this is definitely a great album. I've enjoyed it, man. It's interesting. It's very experimental. Well, not that experimental, but it's something different. It's something different, man, and I like it and I enjoy it. So definitely purchase this record if you ever come across it. And last but not least, for my hip hop heads out there, Deltron 3030. This is the first album released back in 2000, and this is the best. I think this is the best one. I have Event 2, but I didn't really think Event 2 was all that good. I don't even listen to it no more. But this right here, this was a dope album right here. Like, it was, for that time, well, even for this time, that record was, it's like out, it was really out there, man. Really out there. And of course, Deltron. It's a super group featuring Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Dan the Automator, and a DJ named Kid Kaola. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but forgive me if I'm not. But anyway, dope record, man. This is definitely a classic, man. Like Dell is really like known for this record, man. Like this is one of his many highlights in his in his career. It's Deltron 3030. So if you find this album, definitely pick it up, man. Great. It's very like experimental, futuristic hip hop, man. But it's dope. Great lyricism, great production. You won't be disappointed. And that's all that I have for right now. And definitely I'll be back at you guys pretty soon because I'm always out there, like discovering new music, purchasing music, man. So you'll definitely hear from me pretty soon. And I hope everyone has had a happy New Year so far. And I hope everyone be blessed. And peace out.